Hello, crafty friends. Creative Juice by Lonnie here with you on another beautiful day for stamping. Of course, any day that ends with a Y is a good day for crafting and stamping. Today, we're going to be using our layering leaves. And as the best laid plans sometimes go awry, I just found out this morning that the bow punch is back ordered until October. Would you know it? Would you know it? Of course. I've created my whole 3 for free projects for August, which we are still going to do. We're still going to do it, but I just wanted you to let you know so that we can make some other plans in the place. So, we're going to make a card today using the Layering Leaves stamp set and the bow punch from the annual catalog, Stampin' Up! Annual Catalog. I'm also using the sketched plaid background. And this was the plan, is that when you purchased these two things together from my Stampin' Store at Creative Juice by Lonnie, that you would just automatically receive 3 free projects and a PDF. That's still going to happen. But this way, this is what will happen is when you buy the layering leaves in August, in any order of at least $50, then I'm still going to send you these. You'll just have to come back and get the bow punch later. Okay? I will repeat that later. But I wanted you to know what we're doing here. And I've already got everything cut and ready to go and found out that it was on back order. Just as the way it goes, isn't it? It's kind of fun because this little bow punch has a little sprig and a bough of leaves. So say hello as you're coming in and let's do a little stamping today. We're going to make a very classic type of card today, and I chose to use these two colors, Orchid Oasis and Parakeet Party. You can use whichever colors you'd like to use, obviously. But it's a very simple card. You will need, let me tell you the pieces that you will need. A 2 1/8 by 3-inch piece of cardstock, white cardstock, or you can cut it out with the Nested Essentials dies. I used this largest banner right here to cut out a little banner piece. But you can also just take your scissors to create a banner after you've stamped on it and cut right up the middle from the bottom and then from each corner to create a banner. It just doesn't have the cute little stitching around it that the other one does. So either way will work. You're just going to create a little banner like that. About a 2 1/4 inch by 8.5 inch piece of Parakeet Party or whatever green you'd like to use or whatever color you want your leaves to be. A 4 by 5 1/4 inch piece of Orchid Oasis. And then I made my card base long. So 11 inches by 4.5 or 4 1/4 inches, pardon me. Scored in half at 5.5. So let's start there. Let's start with this one. We're going to just fold it in half. Ready to go. Then we'll do a little bit of stamping. Let's pull out our Orchid Oasis piece and our Orchid Oasis ink pad. Close it. When you open it, push it all the way back in so that it's ready to hold with your hand. Whenever I'm using a background stamp, I stamp with the background stamp face up. It makes it much easier to get a great impression. So we've inked it up. We'll just lay our cardstock right on top and then put a piece of scrap paper over the top of it and rub it. This is your easiest way. Or you can use the Stamp-Ratus if you were lucky enough to get one before they retired. But this is really fast and easy. Okay? You'll have, hopefully I didn't miss, perfect. Okay, beautiful. Look at those stripes. So that's the sketched plaid background, which is fantastic for simple, quick backgrounds. Do you have a favorite background stamp? I think I love the new berry harvest background. That's probably my favorite, but this is a close second. Or maybe the Rays of Light is probably that's my favorite one. I love it. Okay, so this background is going to go right onto our card. And Then we'll do a little stamping on the inside of the card before we move to our focal point. So it just lines up right in the middle, a little bit sticky for me. I need a piece of paper underneath me while I'm stamping inside my card. We'll use the same one. So in this cute layering leaves stamp set, which is from Rachel Testman. Well, hello, Carolyn. I am so happy to hear you. And I did get your message. I will reply to you in just a little minute. I've just been head down and focused today. And hello, Susan. Glad to have both of you here. So nice. I can now see your name from YouTube as well. So they have 3 different leaves options. Some of them you can fill in with a 2-step stamping process, or 1 large leaf and 2 little boughs, and then some filler pieces, which is always nice for any stamp set. I'm going to do just a couple of leaves on the inside along the bottom. It's nice to have something that just shows a little extra detail to your card on the inside. So I just did a tiny bit of stamping. Now I'm going to do the same thing here. Just making sure I've got my stamps it in the right direction, or my stamping it in the correct direction. I'm going to stamp the same leaves along the side of this piece of paper. The reason I did that is because I'm going to put it in like this, and I'm going to get both the bough and the leaf at the same time. Now I'm not stamping the bough. I could do that. Hello, Carlene. Good to see you. So happy to have some stamping, some familiar stamping faces here today that I can imagine that we're stamping and talking and visiting at the same time, which we are. So I'm lining it up, and I'm also going to get the bough at the same time. I'll show you what I'm going to do with that in just a moment. So you can just punch them all out very quickly. My lighting is apparently not so great because I'm trying to see it. There we go. My old eyes. These old eyes are getting old. I actually want, I think, 1 more set of leaves, but I'm not even going to stamp it. I'm going to go like this. Just turn it over and get a little, I just need the end of the leaf, so I don't even need to have a whole piece. Okay. I'm so sad. Like I said, as best laid plans, I was ready to have this be, it is still our 3 for free, my 3 for free for August, but you'll have to wait until October now to get the punch. All right, so let's stamp next on our banner. I'm going to use the one with the cute stitching around it that I already die cut on my cut and emboss. And this one's going to be a best wishes stamp set. So we'll stamp best wishes right there towards the bottom of the banner, like that. Easy peasy. Now I'm going to take my sprigs that I used here, put them onto my paper. And I'm actually going to use my Stampin' Write markers. And these are both from the same collection, which is our 2022-2024 in colors. So they're both of these colors are in the same package of markers, and just color the branch. Just to make it a little darker. And then the Orchid Oasis. So Parakeet Party on top of Parakeet Party, and then this is Orchid Oasis to color the little buds, the little flower buds. And those are Orchid Oasis. What are you stamping this week? Have you got birthdays? My son's birthday is coming up this week, but I actually am ready to send him a card. Well, his card is ready, and his gift, I don't have any idea. What do you get for your adult kids? Hi, Megan. Hello, Anna. Hello, Beth. Look at all of my good friends. So many great, wonderful stampers. Okay, so we have those. We have these. Turn them over so I can see the parts that have stamping on it. Let's adhere these to the top of my little banner. This is a very classic type of card where you just have the focal point right in the middle, not making anything real fancy here. So I'm going to do one right here. This is not, by the way, one of the 3 for free cards you will receive, the supplies. So when you order this stamp set in any order that's at least $50 this month from my website, and here is the stamp set number. It's called Layering Leaves. And then you can order the background, or you can order some paper or ink or whatever else you'd like to go with it. Then you will receive the supplies, the consumable supplies like cardstock, ribbon, not necessarily an envelope, but all sorts of things are cut and ready. And then I will send, this will come to you in the mail. And then the PDF tutorial will come in your email that tells you how to put those 3 cards together. Yes, you will need the Bough punch later in October if you don't already have this Bough punch. And as I said, if you're late to the party, it is on back order. You know, that's how my day's going. I'm like, oh yeah, this is what we're going to do. And it can be anytime now, starting today, July 31st through the end of August, when you order that to qualify for the 3 for free cards from me. And I apologize profusely. Not much I can do when it's on back order, you know. Okay, so I'm just adding my little bows wherever I want. And if, you know, I don't like things to be exactly even or exactly balanced, because nature isn't exactly balanced either. So I kind of just threw those right on there with my multi-purpose liquid glue. You can see I'm using the backside of another piece I've already stamped on, but nobody will know the difference because we're going to put it onto the card. So much fun. You haven't told me what you need to stamp something for this week. What is coming up? Some thank you cards. I know a couple of you are demonstrators. You're sending some thank you cards. This has a great thank you sentiment in it. So maybe I'll stamp some sentiment, some thank you cards for my August orders too. Okay, maybe I'll use this as my thank you card. Last but not least, I do have a little bit of our Orchid Oasis metallic woven ribbon. We're going to do another double bow. You know me, I love this double bow that I learned from Tammy Wilson. She just does such a good job with it. Okay, over the top of my finger, under my finger, over, under. Where's my scissors? Chop. Yes, that was a nice. And then this last time, it goes over and under. Shall I do that one more time? Do you want me to do that one more time? Birthday cards for Megan or Mary, whoever's watching. It says Megan, but it could be Mary. Okay, so I hold it like this. Hold the end. Over the top finger, and then around, over the bottom finger and around, over the top finger and around, over the bottom finger and around, and then that goes over the top. I got lots of leeway here, so let's see if I can make it. You can pull your fingers apart to make it a bigger bow, keep them together to make a smaller bow, or you may have a special bow maker. Oh wow, and as I did that, I dropped the ball. Stop talking, just tie. Christmas cards. Beth, you're way too prepared. Well, you know I don't send Christmas cards. I send Valentine cards, but I love getting everybody else's Christmas cards. So if you send me a Christmas card, I will send you a Valentine or a family Valentine. Okay, get my finger out. Pull those little loops to however I want it to be. Might want one bigger on one side and one smaller. And then I'm going to just adhere that with a glue dot. Ta-da! And that'll hold it just perfectly at the top. Woohoo! I love this. This is a fun card. Of course, I love every card. It's like I've seen cards that I thought, yeah, don't love that. And then I make it, and it's amazing. I'm totally, totally falling in love with it. Because there's just something magical about making something with your own hands, isn't there? Okay, so here is our finished, very simple. You could add a little bit of bling if you want, but I think that the ribbon really does a nice job of adding a little shimmer and shine because it is metallic. But that is our very simple best wishes card. You could also use a different sentiment. On this one, I will show you what I did here, thinking of you. So I have these extra pieces. So let's just put them behind our banner. So you can just add some more adhesive. Move that over here so I don't have to reach across the camera. Okay. Just put them right behind your banner. Look at that. You could have one coming off there. This one doesn't have any stamping on it, but it's okay. We can put that one on this side or on the top. Don't love it at the top. I think I love it more at the bottom. Almost makes it, what did I say? Even, balanced, but nah, it's not going to be balanced. I'll just push it in a little bit further. So there's only a little bit poking out. There we go. So there you go. There's your two very simple cards. I know that bow is so much fun. You have to practice it a couple of times, but once you get it down, I put double bows on everything because look at that. Two little loops on both sides are so cute. It's a Tammy bow is what I call it because Tammy Wilson, one of our artisan demonstrators, she uses double bows all the time, big fluffy ones. So I love that. And this ribbon, there's nothing that's too bumpy about this card, so it's not going to cost you too much to put it in the mail either. You got a little bling from the ribbon, and there you go. Okay, so any questions? Thank you. Is it Dana or Dana? I have two friends with the same spelling, and is it an A H or a long vowel? I'm so glad you like them too. Okay, so if you are interested in getting the 3 for free supplies and tutorials, order the layering leaves from my website there at anytime before the end of August at creativejuicebylani.com, Loni. Sometimes YouTube likes to make my name a different. And then you can come back later and your order should be at least $50. And then if you come back later in October, this punch should be available again, and it is the Bough punch. In fact, let me give you that number, and you can remember to write it down. It will, and you can put it on top of this and say, I need to get the Bough punch. Here it is. Okay, that one, again, sorry that it's late. But then I will also send these to you as part of your thank you, and you'll be ready to go. Ready to do all sorts of things with leaves. I will be back to show another idea without using the punch, either next week or the following week. I will be here next week, but I'll show one without using your punch so that you can continue to use it once you've ordered it. But I'll also be coming to share in August our kit sale. So we'll be talking about kits as well. So next week, oh, sorry to bump my my camera there. Next week will be one of those two things, either the kits or a Bough card without. Dana. All right. Yep. Dana. Okay. That will be perfect. That's a long vowel sound. Glad to meet you, Dana. Okay. Thank you for being with me. Thank you for stamping with me. I hope you get your Christmas cards done, Beth, and Anne doing your thank you and hello cards, and Megan or Mary doing your birthday cards. Thank you for joining me, you guys. It's nice having some friends here and new friends. We will see you next Monday.